Sup, YouTube Nation? I'm back once again as your host, Zombie Rebel. Oh yeah, I'm back. Won't be doing story time with Justin today. Will not be doing, and my phone's being fickle because it's dying. It's halfway charging, and we're not doing zombies, story time, or rambling or anything like that. I'm gonna do something completely different. I had a couple of people ask me about my piercings and all that. I said, you know what? Piercings, tattoos. You know what? I'll do a video about this shit. Let's do it. Alright, let's start out with the first one I got. This was my first piercing I ever got. Not the stretch version, but you get where I'm going with that. I 16, I pierced, I finally got my first piercing. It was for my birthday. My sister's best friend, who liked me, which who probably still does. Don't get me wrong, this is awesome. But for my birthday present, she said go get a piercing because I've been bugging about it. My parents didn't care at this point. I walked in and what do you want? I want to let my ear pierced. Happiest day ever. First piercing. Now I have more, obviously. And then I got it done. It took about normal 6 weeks to heal. It was literally nothing. Pain rate was probably 2 if you're lucky. It feel like somebody was pinching you while they were playing around. Then a couple years later, I got this done. No, longer than that. I was 21 when I got this one done. Then, because my stupidity, I stretched this one first to the 8 gauge it is now. And my stupidity was, how about I pierce it and stretch it right away? So I did. Burns. Stretching is a different story. It does burn, slightly hurt, but I do enjoy pain. Go figure. But easy peasy at the most, even with the stretching. Let's put it at a 5 for everything all in total. Wasn't that bad. It was easy to deal with, easy to work with. Cleaning was nothing, healed a proper amount of time. My next piercing was my lip. Funny story. I'm at a buddy's place for the weekend. I'm thinking, I need to get another piercing. I'd like to do it myself, because I was standing at a few piercing shops in London. I'm like, do I really want to pay $45 for a lip ring? I go to a buddy's place, go to the health unit, pick up a couple of piercings kits. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. So, I get back to my place. It took me a couple days. I had to build up courage to stick a needle through my body because I didn't know what it was going to be like. Yeah, I am the pain man, but I still need to know, I got a gauge on what things are for pain-wise. Standing in the mirror, I had everything sanitized. There's rubbing alcohol, peroxide, lube, everything's just lying around at this point. I'm sitting in the mirror with the needle halfway into my lips, shaking, blood coming down. My mom's watching me, and I'm shaking for this reason. She walks away, pop, piercing in, screw the ball on like it was nothing as soon as she left. I go, it's kind of funny, I can't do this shit in front of my mother, but as soon as she walks away, done. Now, pain rate on this thing, I'm going to give it a 4. It wasn't too bad. Lips swelled out like a huge balloon. There is a YouTube video of that already. Yeah. You can get more details from that one. How weird it looked and stuff. What else? Healing process, 6 weeks, but I don't normally listen to that. I should, but I don't. I've never once had an infection. I switched them out after 3 weeks, put a new one in. Switched them out to a 14 gauge. And my next piercing, I got my eyebrow done. I don't know how well you can see. There it is. As you could tell, it ripped. Came out of my eye. I was working. I stood up, mirror caught it, ripped down my face. Done. I had blood coming down. I was just done with that piercing at that point. But getting that done, getting clamped. I think the worst things of all when you get a piercing done is the clampage, personally. That was about a 2. Took 6 weeks to heal. They said, oh, you'll end up with black eyes. I was kind of hoping it didn't happen. I found, though, with this one, for cleaning it, always had green gunk in it. These ones didn't have that, but I guess it could be depends on because the sweat drips in. I'm not a piercer, so I don't know. Then my next piercing was this lovely bar in my ear right here, the industrial bar. This, oh my god, yeah, was the worst piercing of them all. Getting both done at the same time. It took months to heal. Pain rate on that one, I'm going to stick that at a 6 or a 7. It was bad. Couldn't sleep. It was just horrible. But it's done now. Can't complain. I like it. So yeah. Next piercing. I did get my tongue pierced. I'm not going to give you my reason why. You could figure that out for yourself. I have 2 reasons. Write in the comment below what you think they are. Giggity. No, but seriously. This one, the worst was, you know what? It was like a slight pinch going through the tongue. Since it is muscle, it heals a lot faster than most things. The worst part is having your tongue pulled out like this, dried off, and drooling at the same time they're trying to stick a needle into you. Which, all fine for that, you know, no problem. It was just the freaking clamps they used were the worst, personally. Other than that, cleaning and how long it took, I had about 4 days of complete and utter freaking swelling and pain. Everybody was making fun of me because how I was talking like this half the freaking time, and it's like, oh my god. Eating? Fuck, that was out of the question half the time. It hurt so much to stick anything in my mouth. But seriously, it's fine. Next piercing, my lip ring. I get this one, I think about maybe 3-4 months ago, something like that. Same verse, second line. It's the same thing as this one, pretty much, just opposite side. So I really don't need to explain that one. Now, to the tattoo portion. I gotta back this up a bit. Let's start with my first one. I'll bring it over so you can see. Pasmerga. You could tell with that one, I asked for something different, but this is a lot better than I was expecting to begin with. I wanted the scythe to be underneath of it, underlining it, but he made a good freaking decision, turned into the P for Pasmerga. And if you don't know what the P stands for, or the Pasmerga stands for, it's a Dungeons & Dragons reference, or a name that was given to me about 4 years ago, because when I first learned Dungeons & Dragons, because I am a nerd, I've told you this before, and I enjoyed it. So I decided 2 favorite things. Oh! Sorry about that. My phone dropped. Yeah, I wanted them to incorporate Pasmerga, and I wanted a scythe because that was my first weapon. I enjoyed Dungeons & Dragons. It was awesome. Now, this one, first time piercing, or tattoo, sorry. The first 20 minutes of it, it wasn't pain, more along the lines of burning, personally. Other than that, after your arm went numb, it was nothing, personally. Now, next tattoo, keep sliding, I'm sorry, people. It just wants to be a dick. I'll hold it up with one of my blades, that's how we'll do this. Next tattoo. Is my unfinished zombie ripping through the skin. Looks good okay right now. If it was done, it'd have a lot more detail. Down here, it'd be arms ripping through. There'd be a lot more detail and blood and gore. But this one, I'd give it to it. It had more pain than anything else because of the lines I had to do and how much, how much freaking, how much shading had to go involved in this thing. It was freaking, I was bleeding like a stuffed pig. It was kind of cool. I was there for 3 hours, arm blowing up. It's like out to here. Yeah, I'm done. I can't handle anymore. I will come back at some point to get it finished. I don't know when I'm doing that still, but still, it took about, I'm going to say about 4 or 5 weeks for this to heal, personally. But I want to say sooner because of one reason. After the scabbiness went away, the freaking dry skin went away. That was after a couple weeks, and I assumed at that point it was healed, personally. So, but I'm gonna still give the benefit of the doubt, like a piercing and stuff like that, because that's due to the metal that's in the freaking ink and everything that's in there. Now, this next one I find was one of the easier ones. You'll see in a second. My Punisher skull on my chest with the biohazard symbol, some bloody teeth. I like how the intricate skull works and everything. I wanted a skull, Punisher skull with or any type of skull with a biohazard in it. So he said Punisher, I'm in, as you could tell. Punisher all the way. Can you see that? Alright, just do it that way. Punisher all the way, old school style. But the sad thing is, this side of my chest, the left side that I was getting it done, didn't hurt. The right side of my chest killed. That took about 2 hours. Same thing with everything else. After the scabbiness and stuff went down, the pain, like I already said, other side. But yeah. Well, that's it for tonight's segment. Yeah, I went there. Well, peace off, YouTube Nation. Easy. Oh, wait, before I finish off here, I'll have a new YouTube video up tomorrow night. We're going to do a thing on the Dawn of the Dead. May or may not have a special guest. Hope you look forward to that. Hope you enjoyed listening to me talk. I enjoyed listening to your talk. I messed my own thing up. I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk. I enjoyed listening to me talk. That's better. Peace off, YouTube Nation. Easy.